Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Getting smothered in a relationship? Oh, haven't we all been there? Or have we smothered someone in a relationship? This shit happens quite a lot, and a lot of people don't speak up about it. Now, I'm going to give you the guy's point of view on this one. Now, I've been there. It's happened to me. Have I smothered someone else? You see, I think sometimes we can delude ourselves, and I'm always very aware, maybe I even did it myself back in the day. I don't think I did, ever. However, here's some things that you can check to spot, right? We're going to identify if you actually are smothering the other person. There's one or two little tiny little things that mean everything when it comes down to this. And maybe we can get some solutions, guys. Right, okay. Oh man, I remember I had a girlfriend back in the day. Jesus, we're going back now 10, 12 years ago. And guys, I got smothered by this girl. It was insane. I had my own apartment. I was perfectly happy living there on my own. It was grand. And this girl just wanted to be around me all the fucking time. And here's the thing. It wasn't even about me. It was nothing to do with me. And this is what you got to realize about being smothered, or if you're smothering somebody. It's not about you. It's about their own insecurity. Yeah, they might love spending time with you, of course. But they're filling a hole. They're filling this big fucking, as I call it, the pothole in your relationship. It's nothing to do with you. Because I can guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, even that ex-girlfriend of mine, if it wasn't me she was with, she would have been smothering some other guy. Because it has nothing to do with me, and it's nothing to do with you either. It's crazy. I mean, this girl, she used to have me stay over in her house, and that was cool, of course. She's your girlfriend, and you want to do things together. But then eventually she started saying, "Oh well, I want to know where you are all the time." And I remember her. And you see, ladies, look, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of guys that can go out and smother a girl, alright? I'm just coming from my point of view here, what I've experienced, and hopefully this will help people. Because the last thing you want to do is scare people, or even worse. This is even worse than scaring people off. When they accept defeat and they give in and they do everything you want, even though they don't want to. Now that's when you're really fucked. Because they're going to end up resenting you. Bitter. Now, I can understand when you do get smothered, it's hard to kind of, we all have that problem where you don't quite know what's actually going on here. You're like, okay, what's going on here? And then it might take you, a few weeks to kind of sort of go, oh, hang on a second. Holy fuck, she's fucking smothering me. He's fucking smothering me. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus. So, I think we all can fall victim to that kind of thing. And it's weird the way it does take us a while to catch up with it. Because again, I suppose what it is you're not expecting it. Right? And you don't want to believe that the person's smothering you. You don't want to believe that there's going to be trouble in fucking paradise. Or even worse, you feel guilty that you don't get smothered. How fucked up is that? So imagine that. You're going out with a guy or girl, and they're smothering you. They're just clinging to you. They want to be around you 24/7. They want you to spend every single night in their house or your house, right? And they just won't leave you go. They won't leave you go. You don't want to believe it either. And there's this is the most fucked up thing about it. Sometimes you actually kind of like it. Because it's like, hey, they really want to be around me all the time. Well, look, I had about 5 minutes of that and I went, whoa, fuck me, what the hell's going on here? No, this is too much. I mean, guys, I'll put it this way. Now, this is maybe a bit of over the top. Maybe you've never experienced this, and I hope you haven't either. I remember when this girl I was going out with, she was all over me. She had her leg. We were in a bar one night with some of the boys, and she was literally just clung to me, right? Her arm was around me, and I was like, Christ, can I breathe here, woman? In my own head. And then I went to the toilet, and this is no bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. She actually said to me, Oh, I'll come along. I'm like, oh, no, I'm just going to the toilet. Oh yeah, that's okay. I'll wait for you outside. I went, oh my God. That's when things started to really get fucked for me on that one. And it didn't last very long after that, I can tell you that. And it was scary too, because you're like, oh my God, I can't get rid of her. Oh God, I'm scared of what she's going to do. And then eventually you're scared of the girl, but that's no fucking way to have a relationship. And yet people stay in relationships because they're scared. Believe me, I know, it's tough. Here's a couple of things now. This is the major thing. To identify if you're smothering someone and they're just going along for the ride. Here's a big one. If you're suggesting doing something all the time. Now, maybe that's obvious as day. Maybe it is. But you know what? When you're in this fucking situation, we delude ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We fucking delude ourselves into believing, no, everything's fine. Da, da, da. So if you want to be self-aware and just make sure that you're the one, like, here's what I would do. Maybe your partner does actually love that you suggest, let's go here, let's go there, and they just come along for the ride. Maybe they do. However, if you do, this is one thing you should do, just in case, and you want to make sure that you're not the one smothering them, right? Because they could have accepted defeat, which is, like I said, it's fucking worse when they accept defeat, right? And they're scared. If you're the one that suggests everything, ask them, honey, sure you want to go there? Or, maybe, do you want to suggest some things? Or, I'm always the one suggesting things. And then, you know what? If you're conscious of this and open to this in your own mind, you'll have an idea of where they're coming from. You'll know by their reaction. You'll fucking know. And, if you're not sure, ask them anyway. Because, Jesus Christ, if you are the one planning everything with the person, surely you want them to suggest something too, right? You know what I mean? And maybe you're doing it because you're so desperate that you'll be alone, that you feel like you're on the back foot and you need to keep fucking suggesting things because it's your fault and you've convinced yourself that it's your fault. It's a mental mind fuck, lads. It really is. It's a mental mind fuck, like. So ask them, and this is how I would do it. Honey, and by the way, this isn't a fight. This is just like, honey, I'm just kind of wondering, like, I'm always suggesting things. Like, you sure you want to go? Or, in fact, I'd even put that in. Because if they feel bad and they love this, that you suggest everything, they'll be like, whoa, no, of course I do, honey. Jeez, yeah, of course I do. Yeah, of course I love going there. And, it's not right for you either to be fucking suggesting everything. It's not. They should be suggesting shit. It's not right. It's not fucking right. And why, and here's the most important part. Why wouldn't they be suggesting things to do? You're going out with them, you're dating them, or whatever it is. And ladies, I'm sorry now, but if you are the one in the relationship, right, and you think the man should be making all the moves and suggesting, well, you're in fucking dreamland. And believe you me, the man is going to get pissed off eventually. And if he doesn't, and he's the one suggesting things to you all the fucking time, believe me, he's scared shitless of being alone, and you do not want somebody like that. Or do you? Like, do you really want a guy who's terrified of being alone? Because I'm telling you now, that it's not fixing his problem. It's not answering the questions for his own mental health. It's just going to make him worse. It's like quicksand. The more you fight, the more you fucking sink. I would not suggest going having a partner like this. Now I get it. Look, I get it too, where we can be lonely, and we've all had our lonely moments. Fuck Christ, who hasn't, including me? But this just does not fix your problem, because believe you me, it's going to become a fucking problem. Because if you do give in, and let's say, we'll go with the example, let's say the guy's smothering you, right? All of a sudden you're giving in, making them feel better. Okay, that's fine. But what if you're not around then? What does the person do? Now they've got to be alone. Now they're on their own. What if you have to go away for a week of work, or you're going away for a weekend with the girls? Is he going to fucking curl up into a ball and fucking die at home because he's depressed because you're not around? He probably is, if you're seeing him every single fucking day of the week. This is a harsh reality, ladies and gentlemen, but you're not helping him. You're not helping you. It's a joke. So, that's what I would... And ask yourself the most important question here. I'm in a relationship with John or Mary. Why aren't they suggesting things to me? You know, they're in the relationship too. Why not? It's a good question to ask yourself. Extremely fucking good question to ask yourself. So, what I would do, here's a couple of solutions, and these are probably really obvious, like, duh, Peter, for fuck's sake. Hello? Well, maybe sometimes, we all, including me, guys, we've all needed that fucking shake. Hey, wake up, dickhead, wake up. Right? It's the simplest things that we actually overlook most of the time. Like, get out there for for Pilates, get out there for yoga, get out there for fucking five-a-side football, get out there for fucking hiking, fucking boxing. Do something where you're away from that person. And I think it's actually a really good thing, whereas if your time is limited, or you've got a bit of time in your hands, or whatever it is, right? Put aside those boxing lessons or the dance lessons or whatever the fuck you do. Put them aside for a routine. Make a routine. Every Tuesday night, you're going to cooking class. Every Thursday night, I'm going to fucking karate, taekwondo, kickboxing, whatever the fuck. But those are your nights where you don't see your partner. Unless you're married, of course, totally different scenario, obviously. Or if you're living with the person. But if you're not living with them, give yourself some fucking time. Give yourself some fucking time. Especially if you're the one that's smothering the other person. And here's the reason as well, and I'll tell you why. The person doesn't feel confident. They're lacking a little bit of respect for themselves, maybe. Definitely they're losing... They don't have a lot of confidence right here, right now. So what you need to do, put yourself in the shit. Get out there and push yourself. Find challenges that push you, that will test you, you know? You'll learn about yourself. You'll gain respect. Even if you win or lose, you'll gain respect for yourself. The fact that you're doing these challenges. And you know what? Within a few weeks, few months, you'll start to feel better about yourself. Then you're going to be smothering your girlfriend or boyfriend less. And you know what? They might just all of a sudden start throwing themselves at you. But it's these people, and believe me guys, I know this, Jesus Christ, I know this one guy. He's great, I love him. Great fun. And the moment he gets a girl, he is fucking hung onto her. Will have a chat every now and then, and that's cool. But he's gone. He's disappeared into the fucking sunset with this girl. That is not healthy for anyone. Not at all. If you really want a relationship in your life, get used to being alone. It's the complete opposite way. Because you're not going in it for the wrong reasons. You're going in it for the right reasons, because you genuinely are relaxed. You enjoy their company. You love everything about them because you know and you're accepting being alone with your own quality time. So guys, you know, like for girls, hey, Jesus, I suppose I can't speak for the girls for hobby-wise, but I mean, there's obviously Pilates, yoga, fantastic. I used to do Pilates for years. Excellent. And it's only like an hour that you're getting out of the house for. You know, or hey, you might meet some fucking friends there. New friends. Have a laugh. Why not? But I wouldn't be meeting up with your boyfriend or girlfriend after that. Again, now guys, by the way, just noting, I'm only saying these solutions if you're feeling you're smothering someone, or if your boyfriend or girlfriend is smothering you and you're like, what the fuck do I do? Oh my god. Right? And I think it's very, very important that you're self-aware that perhaps you are smothering someone. And if you think you are, well, fuck, have the conversation, honey. Like, as in, don't ask them, are you smothering them? But I would start off by saying this: hey, honey, I'm always making the suggestions to do stuff. Do you not want to do them? Or, and they'll probably look at you like, what? Oh, jeez, I don't know. What do you mean? Why would you say that? Well, it's very simple. They're not suggesting anything to you. And why would they? Why wouldn't they suggest things to you? They're in the relationship as well. So, guys, closing off, I love you all. Listen to the Peter Walsh Show. And if you don't, I'm going to find you. I'm going to hunt you down and track you. Was that really, really creepy? It must have been. Guys, thanks for listening. And I will speak to you again. Bye-bye.